Yo, what up everybody, Casket King here with another video. First, I just want to say, the hurricane near me has been downgraded to a tropical storm, I believe. So, not as much of a threat, but still going to get a shit ton of rain. So, still going to have to look out for that. Also, if you hear any air in the background, that's just my fan. My AC stopped working about an hour ago. Hopefully get that fixed tomorrow. So, also, I want to dedicate this video to Paul Welsh. Shout out to you, man. Anyway, let's get on with the video. You know, with all this talk of hurricanes and whatnot, I thought I would give some of my experiences with hurricanes. And, you know, me living in Florida for such a long time, I've been through quite a few. But there was a time in my early teenage years where I was hit by 4 hurricanes in about the space of a week and a half. So I'm going to tell you guys about it. I'm a little sick. So, years ago, I think I was 14, maybe 13. I was living in a place called Turpin, and I lived right on the lake. And I'm not joking when I say I could fish from my front door. We were that close to the lake, and I loved living on the lake. You know, there was lots of grass and trees and water. You know, all the shit you'd find outside. And I don't know, the lake just had this smell to it. It smelled like a lake, but it was also kind of close to the ocean, so it still kind of smelled like the ocean. It's really hard to explain. There was a few times I woke up and there'd be like an alligator in my front yard and you wouldn't be able to leave the house. Pretty scary. But anyway, so I was living on the lake in this duplex, and it was hurricane season. I'm not sure. Might have been fall. I don't quite remember. But anyway, so I'm living there. All of a sudden, you know, hurricane warning, hurricane warning. Like the one channel I get on the news, it's like, oh, there's a hurricane coming, and no, it's coming, it's gonna hit you, you know. And I can't even remember the name of the storm, so it's so long ago. So we're getting ready, and hurricane's coming, and like a day later, it just hits us. It hits us hard. All right, and I'm not sure what category it was, but it was a hurricane. And there was lots of wind and rain, and you know, branches fell out of trees, and the windows would shake, and the wind was just fucking crazy. Oh my god! And it was bad. So after about a day passes, we're all relieved, you know, everybody in the neighborhood was safe, nothing really bad happened. But then as soon as that one passes, hurricane warning, oh, you're gonna hit by another fucking hurricane, ooh. And like 9 hours later, we're hit by another hurricane. This time, it was a lot fucking worse, and everybody gathered into like the big house in the middle of the duplexes. So there's like 20 people at this house. We're all kind of hanging out. We're all huddled together. The rain is fucking sideways, and the wind is bad. And they also drained the lake for this one. They drained part of the lake, so it was down quite a bit. Me and the guys would go out there, and we found a lot of fishing lures that had been out there for God only knows how long. And we must have had like 50 fishing lures. It was crazy. And we actually found an old GPS system too. And my friend, he was really good with tech stuff, and he actually got it to work. And it actually came from the ocean. It had fallen off someone's boat in the ocean, and it had made its way into the lake who knows how long ago. So that was fucking cool. But anyway, we're all at the house. We're huddled together. The It's like 2 families, some random people, me and my dad. And fucking power goes out about midnight, 1 in the morning. You know, some people freak out, you know, with everybody else is fine. So the hurricane passes in the morning. We look around, a lot of down branches and shit from the trees, but not really any damage, you know? So I go back to my house, which is like 10 yards away or something. I can't fucking remember. And, oh, another fucking hurricane warning. Ooh, hurricane warning. Da, da, da. Hurricane's gonna fucking hit you. This one's even fucking worse. And I just kept getting worse and worse. So it's not even a day and a half later. We're all back at the other place. There's no fucking power. By then, my little TV had ran out of batteries, so no more fucking weather reports. So we're all gathered at this place, and by now, everything in the fridge is starting to go bad. So we're in the middle of a hurricane. The rain is fucking sideways, and we're having a fucking barbecue. We're cooking hot dogs and hamburgers and chicken and all that other shit, and just fucking having a barbecue in the middle of a fucking hurricane. And they had to drain the lake even more this time because it started filling up. And then there was like this old hippie guy who lived in his van, and God only knows where the fuck he came from. He showed up every once in a while. He was pretty cool. He said some pretty crazy shit. Of course, I think he was high, but you know, what kind of hippie lives in his van don't get high? Like a real 70s hippie, except he was old. You know, he brought out his guitar, he started playing a tune and shit, and started singing, and it was fucking weird. It's like we're having a barbecue in a hurricane, and it's fucking hippie in a van, like, singing. So, we have a barbecue and all that shit. The wind is just, oh man, the wind is strong. If you weren't careful, it would knock you on your ass. Fucking crazy shit. So we're getting through the night. We're eating barbecue, and like the next morning, it passes. We all come out of the house, and this one dude was like really pissed off because there was like a giant fucking tree branch through the windshield of his truck. He was pissed off. But other than that, not much had happened. The lake water must have rose about 3 feet because it's a good thing they drained it. But the hurricane passed, and then me and some other people, we had to move. I don't remember why we had to move, but we had to move at the same time. So we ended up getting a trailer together. My dad and me and his family. And we're living in this trailer 3 days, I think. 2 or 3 days after we moved into this trailer. Another fucking hurricane warning. Oh, hurricane warning, it's going to fucking hit you. Ooh. And this one was even worse than the last. Alright, this is when it gets fucking crazy right here. So we're in this trailer. Nice fucking trailer. Fucking double wide, like 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, a kitchen, big fucking living room. Got a fenced-in back porch, fenced-in front porch, and we're there. We just moved in. We got everything in its place, and it's just raining non-fucking stop. And there wasn't much we could do. We sat there and watched the rain on the front porch. And it rained non-stop into the night, and when we got up the next morning, it was still fucking raining. By then, the power went out. And, we didn't have any batteries, we weren't fucking prepared, because we didn't think another one was going to fucking hit us. But during that year, they just kind of came out of nowhere. It's fucking weird. But we're trying to figure out what to do, and there's no power, so it's hot, and we have nothing to do. We're just sitting around and talking, and doing puzzles, watching the rain, doing what the fuck ever. And it's like this hurricane was just sitting on top of us, like it wasn't moving at all. So, if somebody says, it's going to be night in about 6 hours, what the fuck are we going to do for light? Because the power still wasn't on. So, we're looking around. We found a couple of candles in a cabinet that whoever lived there before left them behind. And we're looking around. We don't have any matches. Nobody has a lighter, even though like 3 people smoked. No one had a fucking lighter for some reason, which I still don't get. So we're trying to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. We got these candles. There's no power, and thinking to myself, like 5 houses down on the corner, there's a Hess gas station. And keep in mind, this whole time it is fucking raining like crazy. The rain is like fucking sideways, and it's like fucking cloudy dark, and the fucking when the wind hits against the window, it sounds like that. Fucking crazy shit. And I'm like, I'll fucking walk to the gas station. I don't care. I walk in hurricanes all the fucking time. Lightning storms, thunderstorms, this fucking rain. I used to walk in it every time I got the fucking chance. But back in the day, I used to do a lot of walking. I'd go walking every day because I only got one TV channel and there was nothing to fucking do. So I'm like, okay, you guys stay here. I'll fucking walk to the Hess gas station and see if they have matches or lighters or what the fuck ever. So I get dressed. I put on my shoes. I put on my old shoes because I know they're going to get wet. They're probably going to get ruined. They're like, you sure you don't want to do this? We'll send an adult. I'm like, look, I do this shit all the time, okay? I'm 14, but I've probably walked in more lightning storms than all of you combined. Because every time there was a fucking storm out, I'd go walking. Because, I don't know, I love the rain. I used to love walking in it. So I'm heading out the front door. I start walking down the street. Wind is like pushing me back. It's that fucking strong. And the rain is just sideways and shit. And I'm having to keep wiping off my glasses because I can't fucking see. Because if you wear glasses and you've ever tried to walk in a rainstorm, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't fucking see for shit. So I'm going down the street and I look over and there's all these people just sitting on the front porches, fenced in front porches, just looking at me like I'm fucking crazy, like, oh my god, look at this kid. He's walking in this hurricane. What a fucking psycho. So I make it to the corner. And then I have to go like 3 houses to the left. Because that's where the gas station is. I also have to cross the street. So I look around and make sure, everything's cool. I see these 2 dudes, must have been 18, 20 years old. They're on skateboards and they have these kites. They're like kite surfing in a fucking hurricane. Except they're on skateboards. They're fucking crazy. They just whiz by and I never see them again. I have no idea who they were. So I start walking towards the gas station. All of a sudden the wind just really fucking picks up. Like everything's fucking shaking like that. And it's fucking crazy, man. All of a sudden this fucking stop sign gets unrooted from the fucking ground. Fucking comes at me. I fucking take a sidestep out of pure instinct. The thing fucking whizzes past me. If I had not done that sidestep, that thing would have fucking cut me in half. It was fucking crazy, I tell you. Fucking crazy. So, the stop sign goes flying. I never see it again. I don't think anyone ever found it. Who fucking knows where it ended up. But I finally make it to the fucking gas station. And I go up to the front door. And it's fucking closed. It's closed. There's nobody in there. Doors won't open. So I'm standing there thinking, God, motherfucker, God damn it, the fucking gas station is shut. What am I going to tell everybody when I get back to the trailer? So I walk over to a gas pump to get out of the rain for a minute, because I was fucking soaked. And standing next to that gas station gas pump, I got the weirdest feeling. I looked around and I suddenly realized I was alone. Like, we were on a main street that was always busy. Like, there was never not any cars on it. And I look around, no fucking cars, no car sounds, no honking horns, no people in sight. Just rain and fucking dangling traffic lights that were still going for some reason. Like, the traffic lights were going, but my house didn't have any fucking power. I don't fucking understand. So I'm standing there, I'm looking at the traffic lights, I just look around, and it's the weirdest fucking feeling when you're standing in the city and there's just no one around. It's like being in the middle of a fucking apocalypse movie where people just suddenly disappear. It's fucking crazy. So after staying there a couple minutes, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna have to go back to the house. So I walk back to the trailer, and I'm fucking soaked. I have to get changed in the bathroom because I am literally soaked to the bone. And they're like, hey, while you were gone, we found an old box of matches in the like top corner of the closet. And I'm like, well, that's fucking great because the gas station was closed. So a little time passes. It's about 6, 7 o'clock at night. Still light out. And the wind really fucking starts picking up. And everybody's on the front porch, and we're just watching the rain because there was nothing else to do because there was still no power. All of a sudden, the trailer across the street from us, the fucking roof just lifts up off the thing like the lid off a tuna can. Just into the fucking air and gets wrapped around a telephone pole. Fucking craziest shit I ever seen. And we're all sitting there fucking dumbfounded like, oh my god, that fucking roof just came off. Like, the entire fucking roof just peeled right off. It's crazy. And we're all sitting there thinking, you know, those people are on vacation. So they don't know they're missing the roof until they come back, which is going to be crazy. So we're sitting there, that thing's fucking wrapped around the telephone pole. Funny thing, still had the ceiling fan attached to it, which we thought was hilarious. So it starts to get nighttime. It's dark. And, no, wait, before it got dark, something else happened. I completely forgot about this. So after that happened, like 30 minutes later, the fence in the backyard starts coming up out of the ground. My dad and some other guy had to go out there and bungee cord down the fence. Otherwise, it was going to fly away. It was fucking nuts. So they bungee corded it down. We ended up not losing the fence. Then it started getting dark. And we're sitting there. Must be about 10, 11 o'clock at night. We're just sitting on the front porch, you know, watching the rain because no one really wants to go to bed yet after the fucking crazy day we had. All of a sudden, helicopter starts coming through the thing. You could tell it's a helicopter because you could hear it. It had a spotlight. And he went, you know that sound the helicopters make. They're like, we are working to get your lights back on, blah, blah, blah. Because, like, the neighborhood was like a retirement home, and it was, like, filled with old people. And, like, we're getting your lights on, and yada, yada, yada. And about 15, 20 minutes later, the lights flicker on for about 10 seconds. And then they go off. And then 30 minutes later, the fucking lights come on, and they stay on. And it was amazing. So after that, we had power and air conditioning and just light. And well, after that, the next day it was still kind of raining. We had power, but it was still raining. It's crazy. But I think towards the end of that day, the rain finally stopped. The hurricane moved on, and then we didn't get hit by another hurricane, which was good because we were fucking tired of them. And that's it. Everything went back to normal, or at least as normal as things get in Florida. But those are my hurricane stories, and that's about it. Let me know if you enjoyed my story. You know, I got wet, nearly died, and a lot of crazy shit happened. So let me know if you like my story. I'll think of some other stories I can tell, I guess, at some point. But that's going to be it for this video. Stay fucking awesome. Please check out my website, and I'll see you guys next video.